Shalom. First off, I'd like to give an all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. Yahweh, whose world really calls God, in the name of Yahushai, whose world really calls Jesus Christ. Secondly, I'd like to give double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who continue to teach us this truth. And the salutations to Joachim out there doing the work of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. Alright, now this is a different type of lesson. This is a testimony on the strength of the name of the Lord, man. Alright, there's a reason why you ask your typical plantation Christian, what is the name of the Lord? And they're not going to tell you the right thing. They're going to tell you every other name except for the real name, the true name, which is Yahweh B'Hashem, in the name of Yahushai. Alright? There's a reason why, man. And it's because of the true strength that the name of the Lord holds, man. And I've been an experience of, I've experienced this strength, man. So for a long time, I've been a long time sufferer of sleep paralysis. All right, it usually happens when I sleep face up. Sometimes, you try to sleep face up. I know I try to sleep face up because they say it's better for your posture. If you sleep on your stomach a lot, what ends up happening is that you get a lot of lower back pain, which happens from time to time to me. So throughout the years, I've always been experimenting with sleeping face up, and I never knew why every time I would sleep face up, I would go into these hard, very difficult dreams where, I was getting choked. There was someone in the corner of my room and I couldn't move, and I could watch them and I can see them, and they would be choking me and things like that. So these are a few illustrations of this, that type of stuff. I have felt someone sitting on my chest before. I've actually felt someone bite me as well. Bite me in my stomach area. It happens. And I don't know if you noticed this, but in all these pictures, the people's face are faced up. So this is something that really happens when you sleep face up for some reason. And ultimately, I know that this is a test, right? And I know that this is, just demons fucking with me, man. But I went on a Reddit forum one day, and I looked up, I went on Reddit and I checked up, sleep paralysis. And I put sleeping face up. And, a lot of people experience the same thing. And it's interesting that in these pictures, everyone who's being attacked or everyone who's experienced it is going through, their face up. So basically, if you don't know what sleep paralysis is, I forgot to put a definition. But basically, what they say sleep paralysis is that you are half awake and half asleep. They say that when you are asleep, your brain releases a bunch of these chemicals to keep you asleep and give the brain the rejuvenation and the juice that it needs to keep you prepared for the next day and make you feel rested. So basically what happens when you are in sleep paralysis is that your brain is in this halfway point where it's awake and it's asleep, in terms of your brain is awake but your body is still asleep. So you are fully cognizant of what's going on, or at least you think you are, right? It's kind of like a messy situation, because I don't even know if I should say that I am awake or I'm not. But what I do know is that what I do experience is very, very strong, and it's very, very terrifying. It's something that's very scary because you cannot move. And sometimes you do have these things that are sitting on top of you. You have these things. I've seen things with teeth. I've seen a man with a blank face, and then he opens up his mouth and it's a bunch of teeth in rows, almost like shark teeth. And that was the demon that bit me in the stomach. And I felt a bite and everything, man. But the lesson is about how I conquered these dreams. And the way that I conquered these dreams is that one time I watched a video and someone made a good point. They were like, well, when you are in that state, you have control over you have some control over your consciousness of what's going on, right? And they were saying how it was kind of like a religious video. So they're talking about how they say, they talk about, they think about positive things. They think about Jesus and all this crap, right? But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try that, man. So boom, I was getting these dreams fairly regularly. So I just put it in my mind that whenever I felt like something was on top of me or that I couldn't move, man, I was just going to say the name, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. And that's exactly how it went, man. That's exactly how it went. You know, the next dream that I had, same thing. It always starts the same. It always feels like, it always feels like I'm asleep. Obviously, I'm asleep. But then when you close your eyes, it feels like you're being dragged backwards. Like, it feels like I'm being pulled out of my body. And then that's when, like, the thing starts, right? So the thing, I don't remember exactly what it was, but it could have been the thing that always bothers me, which is something that stands in the corner and makes their way towards me to sit on my chest. And I saw this demon coming on top of me or walking towards me, and in my mind, I just started saying, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, B'Bakashah, deliver me. Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, B'Bakashah, deliver me. Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. I just kept saying Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. I just kept saying it over and over and over. And as I kept saying it, I can literally feel that feeling of being pulled backwards. I started to go forwards now. And I started to, like, almost be pulled out of that dream. Every time I said it, the pulling out of the dream came stronger and stronger and stronger. And then until I eventually just woke up. And, I wake up, shake it off a little bit, maybe have some water, go use the bathroom, and that was it, man. And that's just like a small testimony. I'm sure brothers have way more crazier testimonies than that. But this is something very small that the name, just saying the name of the Lord was enough to combat something that was tormenting me, man. These were demons that were tormenting me in my sleep, whether it's caused by whatever, whether it's caused by, sleep and face up or whatever the hell the case is. What I do know is that when I did say Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai as many times as I can, all right, it went away, man. It went away. So now we're going to get to the scriptures. This is Proverbs chapter 18, verse 10. It says, the name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. Exactly, man. And that's self-explanatory. You don't even need to break that down further than that, man. All right, the name of the Lord is a strong tower, man. It's a strong tower. And this is a perfect example of that, man. The name of the Lord is truly a strong tower. Why? Because there was nothing that I was able to do apart from that gave me the results. I tried fighting. I tried getting up, which doesn't work. I physically have gotten up, sat up from my bed, and I just get pulled back. Like, I just get whatever was sitting on top of me just moves behind me, and now it's like smothering me from the back. So I've done everything that I've been able to do, but nothing has been as effective as just saying the name of the Lord, man. And that speaks volumes, man. This is Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10, and it says, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Exactly. So part of that name, using that name as a weapon, is part of that armor, man. All right. It says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities of the darkness, against principalities, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. All right. So, we're not dealing with just a rinky-dink person standing in the corner of my room. No, we're dealing with demons, man. We're dealing with things that are beyond, even our own understanding of anything, man. Like, we're dealing with actual spirits, man. We're dealing with demons. All right? And that's not taught, man. That's not showed. What the scriptures show you, man. What you see at face value is not what you're getting, man. There's a whole nother world going on. All right? And sleep paralysis is one of those places where those things, you can see those things, man. There's people who, it gets crazy, right? Like, there's people who, wake up with marks. There's people who wake up with rashes. There's people who wake up with bruises. The water Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. I haven't gone through any of that. But just the idea of having someone sit on your chest, making you feel like you can't breathe, is, with its own merit, it has its own merit. It's still pretty scary, man. But through the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, man, through the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, I was able to overcome that, man. It says, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. Exactly, man. So we need to have that whole armor. All right? We need to have that whole armor of the Lord, man. Why? Because just like how in this difficult situation, or in this predicament I was in, I was quick, or not quick, but it took me some time, but eventually I turned around and just turned towards the Lord and let the Lord handle it by just saying his name and really believing. All right? But that's exactly how it's going to have to be in the evil day, man. And what is that evil day, man? That bad time, that Jacob's trouble, man, that martial law, the famine. All right? The time of pestilence, man. We're gonna have that same that same exact resolve that I was able to have, through the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, to, muster up the ability to think about the name and all that, instead of freaking out or having a panic attack or something like that, or like waking myself up like like someone who has PTSD or something like that. That same resolve is what we're gonna need in the days to come, man. All right? And this is the last scripture before I close. This is Psalm 113 and 1 through 3. And it says, praise ye the Lord. Praise, O ye servants of the Lord. Praise the name of the Lord. Exactly, man. That's why we say the water Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. That's why we say Kal Halal Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, which means all praises to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. There's a reason for that, man. It's because that name holds weight, man. That name holds weight. That name does not have the same spiritual value as so-called God and Jesus Christ, man. Because if it did, then all these people who call on Jesus every day would know better, man, and do better. But they do not. And we're truly blessed, man, as being called to be able to even call on that name, let alone Lord willing chosen, man. That's where we're at, man. It says, blessed be the name of the Lord from this time. Slakia. I had to stop at a red light. It says, blessed be the name of the Lord from this time forth and forevermore. From the rising of the sun unto the going down of the same, the Lord's name is to be praised. Exactly, man. This is a name to be praised, man. This is a name that holds true value. You talk about true value, you talk about true spiritual significance. That is what the name Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai has, man. You really put your mind into that name. You really put your mind into using that name as a weapon against anything, man. Against any demon, against any attack that you might have. Whether it's the depression demon, whether it's the doubt demon, man. That's why Apostle Rakah and our apostles at Great Millstone, man, they always say, man, brothers need to pray more. And that obviously goes for me tenfold. But, that ability to pray and to call on Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is such a powerful tool in overcoming adversity, man. I mean, who else will you turn to if not the Lord, man? Who are you going to turn to? The white man? You're going to call the cops on a demon that's in the corner and sitting on your chest? No. So you need to call the person who's going to really hold you down, man. And that's the Lord, man. You got to call on the Lord. You got to call on Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, man. That's simple. All right? So, hey, man, this was a quick lesson, or a quick testimony, I should say, on, my experience with sleep paralysis, lucid dreaming. I've gone through it all in terms of, these type of demonic experiences. And, yeah. This was my experience, man, and my most recent one, just saying the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, was enough to get me out of that funk, wake me up out of my sleep, and I was able to sleep just fine. You know, just turned on my stomach or turned on my side, and it didn't happen again. But truly, it didn't happen again because those demons recognize that name. They recognize Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. Alright? So, hey, I'd like to give it all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Hope this lesson was edifying. Hope you took something away from this lesson. Alright? And until next time, Shalom.